The reigning champion, Bad Company, looks to hold on to the championship flag here tonight in week 3 of the July season. Will he do it? We'll find out next.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
This right here, the greatest Diecast monster truck YouTube channel you can ever find. We are ready to throw down 16 of the baddest monster trucks in Bad Company, trying to hang on to that championship flag here tonight on Thursday Night Thunder. Welcome everybody to week 3 of the July season. Here's how round 1 action is going to be breaking down. We're going to see the return of Monster Mutt Rot take on Mental Health. Then it's the return of Captain's Curse taking on Little Tiger. Then Executioner taking on the Monster Mutt Poodle. Then it's the return of Bulldozer taking on Avenger. Other side of the bracket, Gunslinger takes on Bigfoot, Carolina Crusher and Sudden Impact, Excalibur and Velociraptor, and then Monster Mutt gets first pack of the champion in Bad Company. And up at the line right now, it's the return of Caden Wilson. He's out here driving for the Backyard Beast race team. Monster Mutt Rottweiler coming to the line. He is now set to take on Devin Treat inside of the all-new Mental Health. He's only got a couple of shows underneath that brand new truck. It debuted at Monster Mania 6. He's ready to go representing the Thrill Seekers race team on the outside. Here's the green light now and down the center where they go. Mental Health with a big time lead through no man's land. It's all Devin Treat is in trouble. Rolls it over inside of the shutdown area, and he gets the win here tonight over the Monster Mutt Rot here in round 1. So the crew will be down there wrenching on that truck. Next up here tonight, Matthew Riley returning in the Captain's Curse. 41 Willies. He's now ready to take on that crazy cat, Jason Wolf, and Little Tiger out of Big Lake, Minnesota, the former 2-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. He's back in action, ready to take on another longtime veteran, and Matthew Riley, Captain's Curse on the inside. Here's the green light, down the straightaway, Captain's Curse with a whole shot up and over no man's land now, and Little Tiger coming from behind. He gets the win as he shuts it down next to Monster Mutt down there. Captain's Curse will go on the trailer here tonight. Watch as we go back and check out the MTA photo finish right here. He came from behind and swooped out a win. Little Tiger taking home a big-time victory in round 1. Next up here tonight in the all-new Executioner, which debuted at the top of the season, Nathan Smith back from the Crush This race team, now ready to take on Violet Craddock and Monster Mutt Poodle. She's out here driving for the K&J Motorsports race team on the outside lane. She made it to the finals a couple of weeks ago. Would love to get her way back into the final round showdown. She's got to go through one of Crush This's brand new trucks. Executioner on the inside lane. Here's the green light down the straightaway that goes side by side. Monster Mutt with a slight lead, but Executioner right there with her as he tanks into the van stack inside of the shutdown area. But it looked like Monster Mutt Poodle may have came up with a victory on the outside lane. As we go back and take another look, your winner, Monster Mutt Poodle by inches. What an incredible race that was. She gets the job done over Executioner. Next up here tonight, Jimmy Bones Ferguson. He's now ready to take on Big Bad Gian Cadiux inside of the Bulldozer camp. We saw him roll the truck over hard last week. Been out a couple 4-link bars. They got it back and ready. He's driving that truck on the inside lane here tonight. Jimmy Ferguson representing Team Scream in that beautiful 1957 Chevy Avenger on the outside. Here's the green light now. A couple of MTA veterans go side by side through no man's land. Now what a race here tonight in round 1 as Bulldozer takes on Avenger. Still not sure who got the win. It was way too close to call from up inside of the booth down here as Jimmy Ferguson and John Cadiux throwing it down. As we look at the photo finish, your winner is going to be Bulldozer. Here's another look at the second frame. He just barely edged out Avenger here tonight in round 1. What a great matchup. And next up to the line, it's the Monster Truck Canucker, Bradshaw and the Bigfoot Bad Boy from the Crush This race team. He's now ready to take on Iron Mike Blanford inside of the Gunslinger Ford all the way out of Oldsmar, Florida. He's ready to rock the house on the inside lane. He hasn't had much luck in Gunslinger since making its re-debut on the MTA circuit. 2 Ford Ovals gonna duke it out down the straightaway. They go. Gunslinger Ford right lead through no man's land, and it's all Mike Blanford here tonight inside of round 1. But not to worry, as the Bigfoot Bad Boy has a brand new truck coming out when he comes back next season. What a ride it was. Bigfoot on the trailer. Gunslinger advancing on. And next up here tonight, all the way out of Wadesboro, North Carolina, Pete Piscotlo returns inside of the Carolina Crusher Chevrolet. He's now taking on the Frackville, Pennsylvania native in Sudden Impact. Charlie Hubbard, he's out here driving for the Backyard Beast race team right here on the inside lane. So a great classic matchup. Ford taking on Chevrolet here tonight inside of round 1. Who's going to round 2? The green light drops down now. Sudden Impact with a lead on through no man's land. inside. Carolina Crusher was right there, all the way across the finish line. What a matchup it is here tonight. Incredibly close. We got to take this one up to the MCA officials so they can determine the photo finish here tonight. Your winner in round one, there's the line on the screen. It's going to be Pete Piscadlo by millimeters over sudden impact here tonight. It doesn't get much closer than that, ladies and gentlemen. But next up, another driver from the Crush This race team. That's Josh Rhodes in the all-new Excalibur Chevrolet. He's now ready to take on Javon Woodrow inside of Velociraptor. We saw him out here early on in the year take out a lot of competition and got many championship wins. He's trying to take out one of the best in the business so far this year in the all-new Excalibur over on the inside lane. Backyard Beast and Crush This. The green light goes down the straightaway. Velociraptor with a slight lead. Here comes Excalibur now, and Velociraptor will turn it over inside of the shutdown area. Josh Rhodes looks like he may have just edged out Velociraptor here tonight as they got across the finish line. We go back up and take another look at the MTA replay. Excalibur off to a hard start on the inside. Velociraptor now, he tries to gather it up. He gets loose down there on the big end, right here over the last set of cars inside of the shutdown area. He turns it over. Excalibur will get the win here tonight inside of round one. So Excalibur had problems at the start, and Velociraptor had problems down on the big end, which made Excalibur the winner here tonight as the MTA track run officials roll him back over. Looks like they snapped off the right rear tire, and if you notice when he came over the last set of cars, that right rear dug down deep inside of the shutdown area. So a lot of work for Velociraptor. But now we get set and ready to close out round one as Spanky returns in Monster Mutt. He's ready now to take on Brad Anderson, now a two-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. The all-new Bad Company Chevrolet out there on the outside lane. He's out here driving for the Renegades Motorsports race team. Monster Mutt and Spanky behind the wheel from the Uncle Shaggy School of Driving. Here's the green light, the flag on the line down the straightaway. They're side by side now. A great race here, folks. And Monster Mutt's upside down. What a matchup it is. Problems for Bad Company now. When he got over the last set of cars, there you see him shot it all the way down towards the outside wall. We got to go back and take another look at the replay. Down the straightaway they go. Both drivers cutting incredible light. They are side by side down that straightaway, hitting the first jump now. Spanky noses over hard on the inside. Bad Company shoots towards the outside, and Spanky will upset the champion here tonight as he rolls over Monster Mutt right here inside of the shutdown area. And now the MTA track run officials are down there to roll him back over, and there you can see some of the body damage done on the Monster Mutt team. So we'll have a pit update for them later on into the night as we will get ready to crown an all-new champion here tonight on Thunder as Bad Company goes on the trailer. So we got more great racing coming up next when round two returns. But first, we're down inside of the pit area where we just saw Spanky and Monster Mutt roll that truck over trying to chase down the reigning champion here tonight inside of round one. There you see the crew down there thrashing on that truck. The body's a little tore up, but mechanically, they should be at 100% back and ready for round two here tonight. But speaking of round two, here's how it's all going to be breaking down. Devin Treat inside of Mental Health. He'll be taking on Jason Wolf in Little Tiger. The Bulldozer returns to take on Monster Mutt Poodle. And then on the other side of your bracket, Mike Lanford and Gunslinger ready to take on Pete Piscadlo and Carolina Crusher. And then Excalibur will be taking on Monster Mutt here tonight to close out round two. And up in the line right now, all the way out of Missouri, it's the Mental Health machine. Devin Treat behind the wheel, still looking for that very first Thunder Championship. He's now going to be taking on longtime MTA veteran, the Crazy Cat, Jason Wolf, inside of that Little Tiger Ford on the inside lane, hailing out of Big Lake, Minnesota. We'll see who takes the victory going in the semis. This two full doubles going to duke it out in round two. Green light goes down off the line. They go. They're side by side. Slightly the Mental Health on the inside, but Little Tiger coming back, making some contact inside of the shutdown area as he gets it up on its side right there on top of the van stack. What an incredible matchup. And Little Tiger gets the win here tonight over Mental Health to kick off round two. Next up coming to the line, Violet Craddock, we were talking about her earlier, from the K&J Motorsports race team, made it to the finals a couple of weeks ago, now ready to take on John Kadiux inside of the Bulldozer camp, who we saw tear that truck up last week, bending those four-link bars pretty bad. As we talked about Monster Mutt earlier, she did make it to the finals. She's trying to get there again, representing her team strong on the inside. Bulldozer and Monster Mutt, Poodle now down the straightaway, the Poodle with a lead up and over no man's land. Violet Craddock putting down the horsepower, coming out of no man's land. She will advance on in the semifinals tonight to take on Little Tiger. She puts the Bulldozer on the trailer. Next up here in round 2, Iron Mike Lanford returns in the Gunslinger. He's looking for a second Thunder Championship. He is long overdue. He's trying to get that Gunslinger Ford dialed in. He will now take on the first ever Revolution champion, Pete Piscadlo, in the Carolina Crusher Chevrolet, all the way out of Wadesboro, North Carolina. So another great matchup between two great manufacturers, the Ford camp taking on the Chevrolet camp here tonight in round 2. Green light drops down on the line, side by side. They go up and over the first jump here now. And Gunslinger looks like he got the win on the big end over Carolina Crusher here tonight. We're going to go back and look at the MTA photo finish. Look how close this was, ladies and gentlemen. Iron Mike Lanford and Gunslinger by a nose will put Carolina Crusher on the trailer. Next up, Josh Rhodes returning in the Excalibur Chevrolet. The brand new truck won its debut out here, and he's trying to get that truck back in the victory lane here tonight. He will now take on Spanky inside of the Monster Mutt, who we just saw eliminate the reigning champion in Bad Company earlier tonight in round 1. But they did turn the truck over, as you see the damage done on the Monster Mutt machine on the inside lane. We'll see what he's got. He had a tall order in round 1. He's got another one in round 2. The green light drops down now, side by side down the straightaway. Spanky might pull it out. He does over Excalibur. What a ride! Spanky puts Excalibur on the trailer here tonight as he parks it on the van stack. Look how close this was at the finish line. Spanky getting the job done over one of the best in the business. He's got one of the greatest pieces of equipment in Excalibur. And ladies and gentlemen, that will wrap up round 2, and now we're on the semifinal competition. We started with 16 trucks, we're now down to 4. Little Tiger set to take on the Monster Mutt Poodle in an awesome showdown. Other side of your bracket, Gunslinger set to take on Monster Mutt. These 4 trucks have been the underdogs all season long, and it's great to see them in competition here tonight as Violet Craddock from the K&J Motorsports race team gets ready to take on the Crazy Cat, Jason Wook, and Little Tiger. Both of these drivers looking to add to the resume here tonight with another Thunder Championship. Little Tiger now stage on the inside lane. We haven't seen him this consistent in quite a while. Monster Mutt Poodle's been dialed in for a few weeks. Green light drops down on the line. They go side by side up and over the first jump. Little Tiger now, he will get the win as they make contact, and he does a flat spin over the last bus stack inside of the shutdown area. What a matchup that was, and Little Tiger we'll advance on into the final round showdown here tonight. Let's go back and take another look at the MTA replay. Both drivers cut a great light. They're side by side. Little Tiger now starting to pull a lead further down that straightaway. He settles it down quick in no man's land, gets it across the finish line. Monster Mutt Poodle gets into him, and again, a nice little flat spin over the top of that van stack, and he backs it on up. Again, trying to keep that truck at 100%. But who is he going to meet inside of the final round showdown? Will it be Iron Mike Lanford inside of the Gunslinger Ford, or will it be Spanky inside of Monster Mutt? The Uncle Shaggy School of Driving proving to be a true threat out here on the MTA circuit. But Iron Mike, he's out here driving for the K&J Motorsports race team as well. The Gunslinger Ford on the outside. Who meets up with Little Tiger? Green light goes down on the line. The Gunslinger got a whole shot. Spanky now trying to play catch up on him. But it looks like Gunslinger got the job done on the far lane down there on the big end. Monster Mutt will go on the trailer here tonight, and Gunslinger is in the final. We go back and check out the photo finish. Look how close it was, ladies and gentlemen. By about a tire length or half a truck, Gunslinger is your winner here in semis. And now it's time for the final round showdown. Mike Lanford inside of the Gunslinger, Jason Wook, Little Tiger, and that's how it's all going to be breaking down for the final round showdown. Let's tell the tale of the tape here tonight. We saw earlier when Little Tiger eliminated Captain's Curse, Mental Health, and then Monster Mutt Poodle. You look at the other side of the bracket. Gunslinger took out Bigfoot, Carolina Crusher, and Monster Mutt to punch his ticket to the final round showdown. Let's talk about Lanford here inside of Gunslinger. He hasn't been very consistent since getting back into a new truck. He's got it dialed in here tonight. He will now take on the Crazy Cat, Jason Wook, and Little Tiger, who's been long overdue himself for a victory out here on the MTA circuit. We got 2 great forwards up here at the starting line, 2 great all-time MTA veterans, and sure to be future Hall of Famers. Who's taking the win here tonight in week 3 of the July season? Ladies and gentlemen, Gunslinger, Little Tiger. It's showtime here tonight as we go green down the straightaway. They go. Little Tiger with a lead up and over no man's land. Now what a race! Little Tiger with a nice snap wheelie all the way across the last set of cars, really putting down the horsepower here tonight. Mike Lamford and Gunslinger was right there with him. I'm not sure if it was enough to play catch up on him at the finish line. We go back and take another look at the MTA replay, and down the straightaway, Little Tiger got him off the whole shot. Right now he's trying to hold out a big time lead. Watch him settle it down, pulls out the horsepower, gets it across the finish line first over Gunslinger here tonight. An incredible race by Mike Lamford as well. He had the ball rolling, but tonight, your winner, Jason Wolf and Little Tiger. And now a three-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. Congratulations to Jason Wolf. The Little Tiger team is looking strong. Thank you guys so much for coming out and watching Thursday Night Thunder, and thank you for riding with us here tonight. We appreciate all the support. Be sure, if you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen, cross that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road.
It's about that.